Hello. Welcome to STEM to Stern Cruiseology. Thanks for watching our channel. Wow. There's some breaking news that's come out. It is big news, uh, big breaking news, especially here in Texas and for Texas cruisers in this region, is that Carnival Cruise Line has just announced that a brand new megaship, the Carnival Tropicale, is heading straight to our home port, our home state here at the Port of Galveston. Now, before we get started, you're thinking, why does that handsome man have those sunglasses on? Well, that's because with this announcement, the cruise industry, cruise in general in Texas is so bright, it's blinding. I had to put on some sunglasses. You're thinking, why is that man covering up those beautiful eyes? So, uh, that's the reason. But we got important business to talk about. Let's talk about this big announcement. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay. So, uh, about a couple of days ago, and I wanted to get all the information, do a little research before we posted a video. So, but yes, the Tropicale, Carnival Tropicale, it's a home port in Galveston. It's 28, it's starting in 2028. Might be a little bit earlier, but probably 2028. And it is the fifth ship in the Carnival's XL class, and it's going to be one of their largest ships. It's going to have a capacity of 6,000 passengers, and then when you add crew on that, it's going to be getting close, probably up 7,000 or more. And it's going to be powered by LNG, which is liquefied natural gas, which is supposed to be more cleaner and efficient. So that's awesome. Let's break down the Tropical a little bit more. Now, its sister ship, the Jubilee, which also is ported in Galveston. I've been on it. Uh, I think it's a very nice ship. I had a good time. It spreads these large cruise ships spread out the uh, crowds very good. You're always going to have some choke points. That's just part of cruising. Um, but they, I've been on Royal Caribbean's Icon. Same thing. They spread out pretty well for that amount of people that's on in a small, small, really a small confined area when you think about it. So anyway, there is going to be some differences between the uh, Tropical and Jubilee. Same footprint, however, there are going to be some different venues, things that are changing up to make it different experience, and I really would like to try it. One, it's going to have starting at the top, it'll have kind of a new multi-level water park, and they call it the Waterworks Ultra, and it's going to be have all the bells and whistles on it. And you're going to have a brand new entertainment zone called Sensation Point. My understanding it's on the aft of the ship, and that's going to be marketed to multi-gen families. Uh, all sorts of activities, swimming pool, some other stuff on the aft of the ship. I don't know exactly how they're going to roll that out in the final stages of it, but we'll see. And they'll have some new expanded dining venues, bars, and some other attractions. And they're going to have a Vegas, some old style Vegas type entertainment with a dash of tropical added to that. So that'll be different. Uh, so she's the sister ship to Carnival Jubilee, but with some twists and upgrade. And they're going to have the big Texas star on the front of it, just like Jubilee, kind of putting that stamp, that Texas stamp of approval on there. So the bottom line is it's a floating resort, and they're going to market it toward families, multi-gen families, first-time cruisers, uh, and the drive-in market here in Texas, which is huge. Now, here's so that's the ship itself. Let's get on to what how the math. Uh, why Texas? Well, Texas is a large state, and the Galveston Cruise Port is really uh, on a on an upward trajectory. We have 30 million people here in the state of Texas. Uh, Probably, I would say, just this is just off the top of my head. You got Dallas Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. So probably 70% of the population is within a 4 to 6 hour drive of Port of Galveston. So the Carnival Cruise Lines and other cruise lines, they get that. So that's just right here in Texas. Uh, However, if you take into consideration all the contiguous states of New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, that jumps that potential customer base or uh, potential customers up, to somewhere between 50 and 60 million people. So if you just get a good portion of that, now the Galveston cruise market already serves about 46 million people within driving distance. So you can see it increases a lot, and that's huge. And that's the reason Carnival Cruise Line keeps doubling down because a lot of Texans prefer to drive to cruises. There's no airfare, and it's easier for families and repeat cruisers. Economic impact, especially locally in the Houston Galveston area, uh, that's where it gets beyond cruising. That's where it starts affecting the economy in a positive way. Increased hotel stays, more money for restaurants, people eating out, coming down the night before cruise, shops and attractions that are in the Galveston area, Houston Galveston area, and also then that in turn is a domino effect where it increases jobs and tourism, or tourism increases the jobs, so that helps out the local economy because about 30% of cruisers like to stay overnight locally. That way, they get there the night before, hang out, relax, and get ready for their cruise. And but this could have approximately add about 4,500 jobs to the region. So that's every week those large ships selling just cycles thousands of visitors through the economy. So that's a positive. Uh, so this just isn't a ship announcement; it's a statement. It's Carnival saying, "Hey, we know Galveston is a top tier cruise hub. That they're doubling down on the drive to cruise model, and Texas is one of the strongest cruise markets uh, in the nation. And not only that, the Port of Galveston also has a new come out with a about a 20-year strategic plan to increase uh, piers, infrastructure, dockside infrastructure, uh, local uh, entertainment venues, especially right there at the port with hotels, dining venues right there. And they have the Texas Battleship trying to incorporate some of that into that area where it'll be an attraction. So there's a lot of stuff happening in Port Galveston, and it shows that this shows, and you got Icon from Royal Caribbean coming in 2027. You'll have the Tropicale 2028. These other cruise lines, they understand this too. Um, it's just competition is going to get better, uh, especially if you like to have variety and you have choice, and hopefully it keeps pricing competitively or competitive. Uh, so that kind of is a short breakdown of things that are going on down there in the Port of Galveston. I hope that you would continue to hit and like our subscribe buttons. Um, I'd appreciate it very much. Anyway, thank you. Because here we're not going to talk about cruise. We'll talk about things associated with cruising, like the business behind it, because it's important. So, thank you. Fair winds and falling seas. Peace out. Have a great day. Be safe. Take care. Bye bye.